The following was recorded by the daughter of a night security guard. The girl is playing by herself when something scary suddenly happens.
The sky is blue and I see you.
She's playing a game called The Sky is Blue and claims she saw a face in her bedroom, though nothing appears on camera. According to her, this is what's supposed to happen when you play this particular game. The point is to capture a floating face on video. Her parents were so worried by how terrified and upset she was that they banned her from playing this game inside the house. But she didn't follow their rule and kept playing it anyway.
I see you.
Her big sister Vicky also got curious about what had scared her little sister so much. So Vicky decided to join in and play the game with her. Just like before, nothing shows up on camera.
What do you do?
You go, the sky is blue, move down and say, and I see you. And you want to look for a baby's face.
The sky is blue, and I see you.
That's not how you do it. You have to point up at the ceiling
That's what I did.
and slowly go down.
Why do I have to do it slowly?
Because that's how it goes.
The sky is blue.
But one night, when nobody else was home, Vicky decides to play the game in every room of the house. That's when something unexpected happens.
The sky is blue, and I see you. 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 The sky is blue, and I see you.
Vicky was absolutely stunned by what took place in her room. Her overhead light suddenly dropped from the ceiling. This didn't make any sense to her, because the light fixture was installed really well. She thinks the only explanation is that something heavy must have tugged it downward. But what truly scares her is that it happened exactly when she was playing that strange game.
So for those of you asking, this is what fell. That game? Absolutely not.
Whether it was just bad timing or something unexplained, it makes perfect sense why Vicky won't try that game again. We can't tell if the game actually caused what happened. This clip was uploaded by user Danny Donahue. There isn't much information about the clip itself, other than it was taken at an abandoned mine shaft. Danny and a friend were visiting the entrance to the mine shaft, which fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, was closed off with some wooden planks. This must be to keep visitors safe from the dangerous cave. However, it seems that there may be more dangers than a collapsing mine shaft here. Danny films the entire mine shaft, and although there's something definitely creepy about an abandoned location, nothing seems too out of place here. As he's filming through the wooden planks, he films something downright terrifying.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Go.
A huge figure suddenly appears from the darkness. This creature looks to be extremely tall and inhumanely thin, with grey skin and yellow shining eyes. There's no way this is human. Danny believes he has captured footage of a skinwalker here. For those who aren't familiar, skinwalkers are a type of witch from the Navajo culture that are believed to be able to mimic the form of various animals. These witches are thought to be extremely dangerous and often wish to cause harm on others. Could this really be a skinwalker? Probably just some amazing effects work from our friend Danny here. Please make sure to give his channel a visit. And whatever the answer, this was certainly a terrifying capture. The following footage was recorded by security workers at a construction site during the late hours. They were relocating some large equipment trucks to a different section of the site for the next day's operations. It was during this routine task that one of the crew members spotted something unusual. An odd silhouette that suddenly appeared on the truck ahead of them. Looking closely, the mysterious silhouette does seem to have feminine features and proportions. However, without further investigation or evidence, it's impossible to say with any certainty. After the team had safely parked the equipment, they noticed some odd screams stemming from the site. Some who've seen the footage believe it could be evidence of paranormal activity at the construction site. The following two officers were apparently called to patrol an old school building because the janitor was hearing and seeing pretty scary things there, alone at night. As the night went on, things really started to get strange.
Hace un resfrío, pero acá parece que hace más frío porque dice cuando hace frío que es por algo, digamos. ¿Dónde escuchas? Boludo, acá hay ruido en toda la escuela. Pero sí, boludo, escuchate. ¿Ves a escuchar? ¿Escuchás, boludo? ¿No escuchás? Nada, boludo. Por acá era. Boludo, ¿viste eso? Ah, boludo. Aguantá, boludo, aguantá.
They had no explanation for all these odd occurrences. Could it be that the building was haunted? The next video is just as strange as the one before. It was captured by a man who was riding his motorbike at night at the outskirts of town. In this region, it's not surprising to hear about many different ghost stories and accounts that the villagers share ever so often. Based on the writer's reports, he had merely been driving around at the time when he saw a strange person at the side of the road, dressed in what appeared to be some kind of white clothing. And then he saw the following occur with his own eyes. The man turned around after seeing this person moving up into the air, and they were just hovering there. Obviously, no ordinary person can do such a thing. So, do we have to believe that he came face to face with a real spirit here? The man was so freaked out that he avoided driving this road at night for a while. And who can blame him? This video was recorded by the home security system of a residence that is said to host quite the number of spirits. A team of young enthusiasts was over that night to investigate the matter. It is unclear if they were trying to actually help the owners at the time, or if this was more of a curious adventure. Whatever the reason, the security system captured something interesting.
Oh yeah, there's something on my leg. The leg? Yeah, but it's like a numb tingling, numb feeling. Maybe you're sitting on it. So sit on the floor, baby? No, it's like almost like a cold, frozen type numbness. When I was walking through the hallway. It's going away now. That's crazy.
The girls seem to freak out a bit when they hear a knock at the end of the hallway. It's not clear what exactly it was, but it sounds to me like an object was falling down. We also can see something peeking from the left corner. Then there's also a bright object appearing right behind the couch. The security camera captured it only for a moment. Maybe it was one of the spirits that are causing mischief in this home. What do you believe? This footage came from a security guard during his shift, and his surveillance tape revealed something truly disturbing. You can see a guard talking, nodding his head, and using hand gestures, as if having a complete discussion. But who was he talking to? The hospital has no record of any guests that night. Some people think he was just confused. Others believe someone else was really there. It was 2 a.m. A guard, driving past a quiet house, noticed something strange. He reversed and looked again. A woman dancing in front of a mirror. Her moves were odd and unnatural. Her reflection moved on its own. It looked right at him. To this day, no one knows who she was, or how her reflection moved without her. The house, empty, no signs of anyone living there. Some say it was a spirit reenacting her last moments. Others believe something was using the mirror as a door. Whatever it was, he hadn't driven that road since. In this video, a teenage boy and his family are eagerly exploring the new house they've just moved into. This is their first chance to really check out their new home, so they bring a camera along to document the exciting moment. However, what begins as a happy occasion quickly takes an unsettling turn. As they tour the house, an unexpected and chilling event occurs.
Yeah. Let me just take this off. No, I can't take this off. Delicious, I can't take it off. My thing is stuck. This is stuck.
Oh, he's up the camera.
Where is it?
We could throw a movie in this house, man.
I know, we can. That's the attic?
They're acting now. You wanna go in there? Let's scream, let's
That's the attic?
Wait, you wanna go in there?
I wanna see what's...
a loud piercing scream of a child suddenly echoes through the house. The family, realizing that no one else should be inside except an older relative, panics and makes a quick exit. They are left deeply unnerved, knowing that what they just experienced was anything but normal. The strange part is that the screams seem to come from within the house itself, yet there were no other children present. This had led viewers to wonder, was the scream from outside, or did the camera capture something more mysterious? With no further updates or additional footage from the family, the source of the terrifying sounds remain a haunting mystery, leaving everyone to speculate on what might have truly happened in that house. The next clip was shared by Thea Taylor. They shared the recording from their security system that they have mounted outside of their house, and it appears that a person is popping up on frame all of a sudden, walking a little bit, and then disappearing, which kept their whole household baffled after seeing that. Well, let's see what exactly they could record here.
7/2 of 2020. We apparently caught an apparition going to the neighbor's house, going left to right by the trash cans, and in the middle of the driveway, this figure or apparition dissipates. And I've watched this hundreds of times, and nobody goes in the apartment. There it is, walking, no legs, and she disappears. If you see, nobody is going into this apartment right now. And a vehicle drives by. Nobody. Nobody's there. The neighbor left. There's nobody nowhere to be found anywhere. Very odd. What's your thoughts on that?
So, what are we seeing here? On first glance, it does appear just like a regular person, but then the shape disappears. We probably all have seen artifact issues that can be caused by these type of CCTV cameras. But a person vanishing in the middle of the road is really something else. Is it maybe a real apparition that the camera could capture here? Now we're looking at a video recorded by Corey333, who shared this clip on Reddit. He believes that he might have recorded the spirit of his deceased pet following his cat into a room. His post reads, "This is a video from my camera in my house. I used it to see what my cat gets up to when I'm gone. You can see my cat go upstairs, and soon after something follows him. He's the only animal in the house. We used to have a small dog, but he passed away 4 years ago. Let's take a look." And then the recording ends. So, what was going on here? You can clearly see the cat go upstairs, and then there appears to be a blurry shadow following her. Can we believe the reports that this might even be the spirit of their deceased dog? It is likely. Or is this just a bug, or maybe some dust in the room? Let me hear your explanation. Now we want to take a look at another really unsettling clip. It was filmed by a security camera that a young family had placed in their living room to keep an eye on their baby whenever they are not in the room with it, and also for security purposes. The mother in particular was quite baffled when she checked the recordings the same day. Their toddler seemed to be interacting with something. Something invisible is pulling a onesie around, or perhaps some sort of blanket. Strange. Is this a paranormal event by any chance? The family believes that maybe a deceased family member was visiting and playing with the kid. They had never seen anything like it before.
This video stems from Diane, the canning nana, and she shared it with the internet because apparently she caught something really terrifying one night. In general, she posts videos about cooking and traveling. She starts explaining in her description. So, totally unrelated to any content I have ever done. We found this today on our living room camera at 2 AM in the morning. Very clearly a woman. Even Noah, our cat, saw her. You can see his eyes near the end of the video. I'm sensitive to feeling spirits of family members. I've been saying for months I feel a spirit here I do not recognize. You tell me what you all think. To us it looks like an older woman with long hair. Whatever is roaming through the living room seems to be a pretty small statue. Do you see the shape of a lady? Whatever it might be, if it's not a member of the family, it must have been a terrifying discovery.
In the following video, we have TikTok user Daniela, who is telling us about a CCTV recording that her parents have captured. The camera is located above the entrance to the basement. Strange noises at night had caused them to keep this area under surveillance. This particular night, an unexplainable object seems to be noticeable.
So my parents think that their basement's haunted, and then they caught this on camera. What is that? What is that?
This looks pretty odd, doesn't it? Almost as if a face is coming through the door slit. Which is impossible, of course. Other people even pointed out that they see one of the entity's eyes. And then it just vanished. Very curious. What's your explanation? Now, another routine night shift. A security guard took his seat, reviewing the CCTV recordings as usual, when something strange grabbed his attention. As the man lay motionless, a dim, hazy form appeared to emerge from his body, drifting upward with eerie slowness before disappearing into the darkness. The guard moved closer to the screen and watched the scene multiple times. Could it be dust particles? Perhaps a lighting illusion? Or was he witnessing something beyond explanation? Paranormal paranormal investigation of Seaview Asylum in New Zealand from Channel Omega. Seaview is known for its eerie reputation, especially among paranormal investigators. It was established in 1872, situated on the cliffs near Hokiata and covering around 150 acres. Like many other institutions of its kind, it has a dark history of rumored off-the-record experiments, extreme treatments, and other serious misconduct. The asylum exudes a palpable sense of negative energy throughout the entire property. There have been even claims that the tennis court might have been an unmarked graveyard. Despite this unsettling history, Omega decides to conduct an overnight stay in his quest to explore and uncover the paranormal.
So you obviously, did he appear in that window? Yeah. So you obviously, he heard, I think the EMF went off several times. Yeah, I've got it. And he's appeared in that window. You know, you was face in that window, you caught it? I've got it on my camera. Did you, everybody saw that?
I saw nothing on the camera on my one.
At one point late in the night, the team manages to capture a chilling moment that appears to be a ghost sighting through a window. If you take a close look at both camera feeds, it's evident that there's something in the window, and it's not just a stain on the glass itself. It's strange because the way the light reflects off, it suggests it's something other than a typical smudge. What makes it even more bizarre is that both cameras were capturing the figure from nearly the same angle. Yet for some inexplicable reason, this figure appeared on opposite sides of the window.
Is really a ghost showing itself after I taunted it? Or is there a clearer explanation to this one that we're all not seeing?
This raises the question, was this actually a ghost, making itself visible to the team? Or is it possibly something else that they've captured that night? This clip was captured by a TikTok user called I can't read it, sorry. He noticed that his dogs were behaving a bit weird all of a sudden. Although his dogs don't seem to be necessarily afraid, they clearly notice that something is standing in the left room. Let's zoom in a little bit. What can you see? It's a bit unclear to me. Now to a video that was recorded by a group of friends. They were documenting a dance choreography, and whilst playing a little dance game, it gets spooky pretty quick.
Middle, down.
Okay, I'll do the...
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a 90s dance.
Let's do it. You can only move when the lights are off. You can't move when the lights are on. You have 5 moves to get to me. Are you ready? Okay. All right. You have 5 moves to get to me. Oh my God.
Turn the light
on. Sorry. Something fell, right?
Yeah, it was sitting right here.
And it just fell off? Okay.
Fell? That's how this flew off. There's no way
it was
this
here.
fell. Feel how heavy this
I
is.
don't know.
Yes, it was sitting right here. Did you touch that?
No, she didn't touch it.
I don't know. That's... I don't know. Maybe it was like... Wait. What? Was that already
Why is that?
moving?
Oh my God! You guys! What the hell?
That was okay.
So what the cat is? Oh my God! You guys, wait. Oh my God!
What is?
Wait! I'm really scared.
It is not clear if this was just a skit or a prank played out by one of the women, but it seems that this was a night none of them would ever forget. The following video was posted by Reman8. The user states, "Something set off the security alarm on one of our properties 2 nights ago. This is the footage we found after nothing was stolen. People believe whatever was captured could have been a spirit from a different dimension. Let's take a look." A shadow person seems to be walking through different rooms of the house and moving things around before he triggers the alarm and disappears into thin air. And as mentioned before, no signs of an intruder were found after. Strange, isn't it? The uploader swears that nobody was home at the time. I believe him. What could we be looking at here in your opinion? Pretty mysterious. This video has been captured by NVTV, and it was a group of friends who caught something really disturbing in the woods. They actually believe that they have caught the rake. Nightmare Paranormal were documenting a specific case. The family who were filming it states that the man is haunting their adopted daughter. She hears him and sees him all of the time. There's also a spirit of a child. Earlier this year, a woman named Jeanette moved into a new apartment and decided to document every step of her moving process through videos. She had no idea that her camera would capture something deeply unsettling during this time. One day, while recording herself unpacking, Jeanette's camera caught something frightening.
Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
The footage shows a man she didn't know had somehow entered her home. He likely walked in through her unlocked door. While viewers were concerned about the intruder, they noticed something even more disturbing that Jeanette herself missed in the moment. As she rushed towards the exit, the door mysteriously swung open by itself, with no one touching it. Later, Jeanette addressed this in an update video.
Update?
I'm just as confused as you guys are. I have no idea what happened. All I know is whatever happened, I'm grateful to whatever opened this door, because if this didn't open, I don't know, some things probably would have happened. So.
Although she managed to escape safely from this terrifying encounter and immediately sought help, what happened just a few nights later was even more chilling. While attempting to film a sweet video with her cat, her camera recorded something inexplicable. On her bed, a depression suddenly began to form in the mattress, as though an invisible person had sat down. Then a second imprint appeared beside it. Understandably terrified, Jeanette quickly moved to another corner of the room while trying to maintain her composure. From her new position, the indentations are barely visible, but looking closely, viewers can see either a dark spot or something similar momentarily appear on the bed. Completely frightened by both the strange impressions and the person outside her door, Jeanette called the police and spent the night at her neighbor's apartment. Police eventually found and pursued the intruder who had fled, but they offered absolutely no explanation for the mysterious impressions captured in her video,